Do 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 do. Oh.
The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on the rail.
Hey.
Brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red flag.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Ah. Lovely. Straight lovely. Straight freaking lovely. I tell you. Love this. Love this. Love this. Good morning and welcome to the Ktng morning show. So I adjust my seat here. And in 3, 2, 1, we are now live. Simulcast. Simulcasting live on Facebook and YouTube. And before we get into our day, let us stay our morning prayer. We want to thank God for our first breath in the morning, which is very, very important. No day is given, so therefore make sure you live all your days to the fullest. You know, that sort of thing. Also, to help those who can't help themselves, and also, shine on the opportunities the job provides for you and for me and for everyone. So that way we all have mutual success in the endeavors that we do. And most importantly, to be better people. Amen. Jah Rastafari, in Jesus Christ we say these things. His Imperial Majesty, 227th heir to the throne of Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure, this is the Ktng Morning Show! Yes, it is the Ktng Morning Show. And you're looking at somebody who basically just has not slept since he's been working all freaking night. Okay, so I'm up. I probably had like about an hour's worth of sleep, but I'm fresh. What? 219 suckers. Notice I took the O out of it, so it's like make it sound good, make it sound real cool. Like hip hop, that sort of thing. Okay. Yes, this is your host, the G to the R to the I to the T to the Z. High on the low, on the peak flow, and that's how we roll. That's right. On top, underneath the mountain, on top of the freeway, here we come live from 25. Ktng Morning Show, this is your host, the Grits Man. And most importantly, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. All 496,000 of you across the globe. Yes. We're going to do some new numbers and so forth this month, so I'm going to have some really big numbers coming up and so forth because we're now being picked up not only in just the United States, but around the world. So I do thank all of my Zulu Nation warriors out there, Universal Zulu Nation warriors, who basically have submitted tracks. And we're going to be doing a lot of like local stuff as well. So if you got music, bring it on out here. So this way we can have some fun with it and do the things that are necessary to pretty much keep all of our semblances together. We're going to take a look at some of the things around. Some of you guys on Facebook are going to see some pictures of me today in certain places that I'm going out today. So I have to do this. It is a beautiful morning. Okay, I want to say good morning to Deborah Coco-licious out in New York in the big freeze. Okay. We got a bomb cyclone freeze out here. That's madness. Everybody else is getting snow. Okay, and I've been out here for like almost 3 months, and I've only seen the snow twice. What's the deal? I thought I would come into the blistering cold of it and so forth. That's why we named these shows. I named these shows, after substances of food, but also the reasons why they do what they do. Okay, so this show is called. Okay, the Ktng Morning Show, but we also on Facebook put a little side title behind it. That's the theme of it and so forth, which is cyclonic, colonic, ice cubes, something like that. I don't know, some weird stuff. I just come up with these things like off the top of the head. That's freestyle. Get that freestyle with clarity. Props to my girl, the real Roxanne Shante. She's putting on a clinic this weekend for teaching kids hip hop and everything. And I see a lot of people on my feed and so forth that are actually doing stuff for the communities that they're living in. So a round of applause all the way around for everybody that's doing that. Eventually I'm gonna go back and look at some of the names and everything. I'll give you guys props on that as well. But Roxanne Shante, she's been instrumental in her thinking, her reasoning, and what she wants to keep doing as far as her talent and art is concerned and whatnot. So I think in many cases, she's probably going to hit a mark. Now, I myself, and a few other ruffians that used to live in LA, we worked at Poisonous Records, and we did the exact same thing. We were probably we were the only record shop that was teaching freestyle hip hop to kids and so forth that came through the record store. And needless to say, it worked out well. I mean, there's a piece written in the Los Angeles Times. I've gotten press. I got press for having a cult show at KPFK at one point. And I was running things, Jack. I tell you, it's better to be the greaser. You can run things instead of being a cog in a freaking wheel. So yes, I run this. I founded this. That's right. I do got to give props to my later homeboys and so forth, Muhammad Martinez, who was instrumental in his voice, in his writing. Not much else. All right. So yeah, I'm telling the truth on all of you. And speaking of which, okay. I'm pretty sure you guys have been catching up on what's been happening in the news right about now. Okay. Right about now. I mean, I've heard of some stupid crap that goes down. I mean, obviously, this is like, this is an attempt for people to basically say, we told you so, we were right all along, and needless to say, it correlates with the post that I corroborated yesterday. That on the 31st, we've already had 3 full moons. I'm watching the last of the full moons right now, sink into the moon set, as they say. And the real cool thing about it is that if you are in tune with the universe and you're spiritual and so forth, you will know that on the 31st of January, there's going to be an alignment, and that alignment is going to spell the end. Everybody that has committed evil against innocent people, okay? On that day, it starts. It can start any day. The revolution can start any damn day. It really could. Okay. Because we are now moving into we're moving near the precipice of change. And change is coming quick. It is coming quick. So I'm hoping that everybody has their finances together. People are prepping. People have started building bomb shelters. Okay. It's not that important to survive on this earth if you are really, truly, giving of what you do, but you put job first. Okay, I put job first on everything. But morning prayers is dedicated to job first. Then it's me. All right. So let's not get it completely chopped and screwed here and so forth. So let's keep a perspective here that at least you are informed, entertained, and educated. And question. Okay, so if anything, please, by all means, join the conversation. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. And we are live on the air right about now. So eventually, when I do have an 800 number or call-in number to the, it's going to be fun. Okay, it's going to be fun. So if anything, I hope you guys have a really good, wonderful day. Stay warm, drink much hot cocoa. It is just blistering cold. But what cracks me up for this being winter, and I'm supposed to be in like one of the 4 coldest places on. That's 5. One of the 5 coldest places on Earth. Okay. Say Maine is really cold. New York is really cold. Detroit's very cold. Montana is extremely cold. Okay, and Let's see, and I guess Illinois is kind of cold because they got that hot, you know, and then there's Colorado, but it dips into the teens at night, and then it warms up crazy out here. So we have like we call bipolar weather. Okay, and for most of you women out there that love staying bipolar because it's the only drama that you're gonna have in your freaking lives, that you can wish that you could still play victim and think that people actually care about your problems. Come on. Look at the society that we live in. It doesn't even care for its own poor. It doesn't even care for people in poverty. All right, so bad. Get it over yourself. Okay, just get over your crap. And grow the fuck up. All right? For real. All right? So that's how real I keep it up here. Yeah, I know I'm a little Nigel Darring. Good morning, Mr. Darring. Bring him on camera. Yes, indeed. Dr. Nigel. Join the conversation. Yes. Don't answer from live again. Yes. Okay. Well, they have this new function here on Facebook that you can add people on camera. So if you're in the feed and so forth, come on through. I can add you live. We can question our debate today. Our debate today, succinctly, people, is really about the stasis of our political agents around the world, and especially here. Now, as we all know and heard, that our brother, Mr. Kim, done struck again. Okay. Kim. Jong Kim. Kim of the White Lion, whatever the hell your name is. Anyway, dude, how could you fire a missile at your talk about your big oops. Okay. First, and it kind of struck me as kind of like really funny, because this is some stuff you would see like in like one of those 1930 silent picture movies and so forth, where the mad scientist fires a rocket and the rocket comes up and it comes back down. It comes right down on not an intended target at all. So what I find funny about this is that he launched a missile against his own people. As I said, people, January 31st, change is coming. Evil that was done to good people is going to have a very sad party from that moment on. Okay? And because Jah has seen all of these things and so forth, and says, okay, let's throw a monkey wrench in this here for all of those who are petulant, greedy, reticent, all the words that describes the narcissistic tendencies, their actions, and most importantly, their religion on, I'm going to sit here and wait till everybody gives me everything. The lazy. Okay. All right. So if you are lazy and so forth, guess what? You belong in the seventh layer of hell. All right. Sure, you may have worked a long time and now you just decided to just zonk out, do drugs, hang out with people younger than you. Okay. Just so that you can become this succubus or incubus and drain the life out of people. And speaking of draining, my man Kim, you fire a rocket at your own people. Test rocket at your own damn islands, man. That's wow. That takes a lot. I feel like that takes a lot of brains. It really does. But then again, we have to get into our spot pieces of news and let you guys hear and see exactly what the heck's going on. So here from the Hill about 10 hours ago, and this is what everybody. I mean, there's only a small fraction, maybe 32% of people who like our intrepid leader. Everybody around the world and so forth who has been hit with sanctions. Okay. By this idiot. Okay. And I have to talk to the 39% that love this idiot. Please, for the love of God, help everyone else impeach this jackass. Because impeachment is coming. Cheeseburger knows that he is going to find himself in the long run of this whole thing, and I don't know why he's still there. Okay, I don't know. I can't see why he's still there. In the first 100 days, he should have been gone. But there's a process, and the wheels of justice and equality turn slow while the oil slick in cause of injustice and inequality happen faster. That's why people love bad crap. I mean, come on, you can fill the belly, but you keep the brain empty there. Right? So here we go from the Hill. Lawmakers briefed by Yale psychiatrist on Cheeseburger's mental health report. Okay. So now we're talking about mental health. We're talking about the one jackass who will be responsible for killing a lot of stuff that's been happening. Okay, now from the FDA to inoculations causing children to have autism, to the ignorance of every local law enforcement agency in the world. Okay, and not only that, but the public's overall resentment of people having mental health issues. Okay, who say, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Clearly, there's something wrong with your damn president. Okay, so let's keep the story and see how real that he is. Okay. So here it says like about more than a dozen lawmakers last month met with a Yale University psychiatry professor. Okay, a professor is one who studies the most. Okay, he does what I mean. I chat with everybody from melanated people to Facebook to every other social media platform I can talk to, and probably the most prolific, well-studied gentleman that I deal with is Professor Daring. Professor Daring. Ja Rastafari, the man is very brilliant. He's very brilliant. So I give him kudos on that. And of course, needless to say, he will have something to justify a question into the cyber audience that we cater to. So here it was, Dr. Bandy X. Lee. Not Malcolm X, but X. Lee. Reportedly met with a group of lawmakers on December 5th and December 6th and warned them that the president is quote unquote going to unravel. Okay. Grandpa, is getting his germ. Okay. He doesn't walk his dog. Okay. And he pardoned a damn turkey. Okay. Now, all the crap that he's been doing is unraveling him. And as you can see, okay. His goal is his cheesy looking hair of dog, has been under the radar. You can see him change. I don't know how much older he can look going through this. Being in the White House, I don't know how older he can look, but he looks pretty screwed up as it is now. Let's see. All of the lawmakers in attendance were Democrats except for one Republican senator. Quote, we feel that the rush of tweeting is an indication of his falling apart under stress. Cheeseburger is going to get worse and will become uncontainable with the pressures of the presidency. Wow. Let me read that again. We feel the rush of tweeting is an indication of his falling apart under stress. Cheeseburger is going to get worse and will continue to become uncontainable with the pressures of the presidency. Okay, here's a guy who basically calls war heroes who get captured weak and wussies. Here's a guy who basically insults women. Tells them that he's going to I judged the Miss America and Miss Universe contest, and then you can walk right up to him and grab him by the pussy. Okay. And here's also an idiot who has fascist, nationalist, and just all-around racist support his mangy ass. Okay. If that is not a traditional road of insanity. Okay. It's coming. Like I said, January 31st, baby. Be there with your telescope. Lee also added the dangerous case of Donald Trump. A collection released last October of testimonials from more than 2,000 psychiatric experts assessing his mental state. White House has in recent weeks brushed aside questions about his physical and mental fitness because they want to make sure and assure the rest of America that there's nothing wrong with this insane bastard in the daggone White House. Okay, or the re-White House, as I would call it. So on Wednesday, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the woman who's probably getting paid more than anybody else in the entire administration. Okay, I mean, I've seen hookers come up, I've seen hookers come up with at least $100, after getting a good blowjob in Vegas. But she seems to be getting buku money, to deflect, cover and protect this idiot who is not going to have her interest at all once he's done with the presidency. So Sarah, you just being used, okay, homegirl? You're just being used, and you can see it on her face that she hates to address the public. She hates to address. She's an isolationist. You can see it on her face all damn day. You can. Okay, so after dipshit. Okay, tweeted that he has a much bigger and more powerful nuclear launch button than North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, who is also insane. Okay, how do you fire a test missile at your own damn people? Remarkable. Sanders said there should be a concern over Kim Jong-un's mental fitness as well. Some use Cheeseburger's truth to renew discussion over the 25th Amendment, which allows for the Vice President and the majority of the cabinet to declare the President POTUS, quote unquote, unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office and remove him. Has never been invoked, but it is stewing. It is stewing, people. It is stewing. Okay. So some of in December, Cheeseburger appeared to slur his words during a speech announcing that the U.S. would recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, which cascaded into a major landslide and everybody getting sanctions. So he's going to make everybody pay. Okay. He's making everybody pay, but he's not making Mexico pay for the wall. Oh no, build that wall, fuck down on Trump. Build that wall, fuck down on Trump. You know the song, come on. Sing it with me. Fuck down on Trump. Never mind, I'll play it for you later. So the White House blamed the issue on a dry throat. Okay? So while Cheeseburger's sitting up there making fun of Rubio for the water bottle thing and so forth. It seems like these guys are basically just like, come on. It seems like the Republican Party is just walking with crutches and one leg. Okay. All right. So let's see. Cheeseburger is scheduled for his first physical exam as president on the 12th of this month. His military physicians will make the results public. Sure. That's how we see how much money he gets underneath the table to say, oh, he's fit as a fiddle, there's nothing wrong with his faculties. Okay? How about a psychiatric report? Well, we just had that. He's unfit. He's totally unfit. And yet still, we carry this bum, okay? We carry this bum better. Okay? We carry this bum better than our national support for the homeless. Or better than our national intrepiditude to solve the problems of poverty, education, malnutrition, okay, and the overall plot to make sure that the black man is a state. Yeah. And you've done it through social programs, you've done it through medical programs, you've done it through wars, and you're doing it through economics. Okay. These are your four horsemen, people. These are your four horsemen. Let's be real about that. Those are your four horsemen. So if you can't see it, but you want to still go out here and party and bullshit, by all means, I'm not going to stop your party. Just don't come to me when I already told you what the freaking answer was. Jeez, come on, people. If you can see it, you can see it. If not, I can't help you with that. You have to see it. Okay. And speaking of seeing things, okay, environmentalists try a new argument in court. It is legal to break the law to save the planet. Okay? Breaking the law. All right. Bucks for anybody can tell me who sung that song. And don't be looking on the internet either. Okay, so this is from the Daily Beast about 14 hours ago. When Emily Johnston shut the emergency valve on a pipeline in Minnesota carrying tar sand oils from Canada, she hoped she was making a difference. It turned out she was making history. All the way around. Emily Johnston, you are the woman of the year. Okay, so mark that down. Emily Johnston, woman of the year. In October 2016, Johnson and 4 other activists, nicknamed the Valve Turners, briefly shut down 50% of America's oil supply to call attention to climate change. The Valve Turners called the pipeline companies to alert them. Live steam shutoffs and peacefully awaited their arrest in Minnesota, Washington, North Dakota, and Montana. Cold. Okay. She goes, Einstein is born for this, knowing I could go to prison because of my increasing awareness of how dire the situation is. She also goes on to say that even before the election, it was clear the legal and political system needed some kind of shock. Wow. Now, for all of you knuckleheads who are so dependent on foreign fuels, who is so dependent on the stock market to let you know how much money you're making and losing because of oil, and the reason why we have an increasing supply of tar sand oil coming through, that is a detriment to our environment here, and the reason why we never go to, say, climate change summits, is because we are, okay? The United States, we are, okay? What is known as the bullies on the block. And you know how to hurt a bully, right? Either by pocket or by a bloody nose. Punch him in the nose. One or the other. Okay? So Johnston, along with all the Valve Turners, Arnett, Clapstein, and their video and support team go on trial in January. They will likely be the first defendants in the United States case to use the quote-unquote necessity defense for environmental reasons, which allows defendants to argue that they committed a crime to prevent a greater harm from occurring. And in this case, the destruction of civilization, the destruction of this planet, the destruction of everything that God and nature put on this planet. You mean to tell me, if we mutate our land, we become mutates for it. All right? Think about it, people. Your GMO food, the reasons why, the reasons why we sit up and we think nothing. Okay, we act on nothing. But here are let me pull this up. Let's see. Okay, here's a bunch of senior citizens. Okay, these are a bunch of senior citizens. They may have basically have been radical in the 60s. These could be the partitions of the weathermen at one point or another. But Johnston's sponsored in crime and tried persuading the courts to let them use this defense without success. Ken Ward, Michael Foster, and Leonard Higgins were also found guilty in Washington, North Dakota, and Montana, respectively. After cutting padlocks to get to the valves, Ward was convicted of second-degree burglary and sentenced to perform community service. Foster was convicted of felony criminal mischief after the prosecutor compared him to the Unabomber and argued that quitting him would lead to a slippery slope to Sharia law. Foster faces 2 decades in prison during his sentencing in January. Higgins was found guilty of felony criminal mischief and faces up to 10 years in prison. Quote, we knew the odds were quite slender, but by doing this in 4 different states, we have 4 separate chances. That's strategy. Okay? Now, for all of us poor people who don't understand what strategy is, 9 times out of 10, you're either a bad chess player, or you think your game is that damn tight. Which it is not. Come on, man. If I can poke holes to your game, then I stand undefeated. Undisputed champion of hole poking. Okay. And it goes a long way. There you go. Okay, so needless to say, at the trial, the Valve Turners lawyers will bring forth expert witnesses, likely including the 2 leading voices on climate change, Dr. James Hansen, a former head of NASA, which is never a straight answer, Goddard's Institute for Space Studies, and activist Bill McKibben, author of The End of Nature. Johnson believes that their testimony will not only sway the jury, it will also attract more high-profile media attention to the cause, because they were doing this in secret. Nobody knew. course, need to say when you have a lot of like, when you're posting everything, when you're taking pictures and posting stuff, of course, it's going to lead back to you. So if you're going to do your dirt, make sure you have enough dirt, okay, to hide from, say, like, let's say the FBI, the CIA, the ATF, the ICE, you know, the alphabet gang, that sort of thing. So McKibben sees the necessity defense as part of a new wave of creative resistance. Love that. That's going to be done. That's going to be done. Creative resistance. Okay. Not extraordinary rendition. By far the best thing in the past year was watching people flock to the airport to try to protect immigrants. And NFL players turn playing fields into sites of political reckoning. Even basketball. It's the halfway point here, people. We are here. And if you are listening to the radio, then 9 times out of 10, you're listening to your mobile phone, or you're listening to your computer, or wherever it may be, you are listening to the KTG morning show. This is the halfway point, and therefore, my good brothers and sisters out there, TV and multimedia land and everything else in between, the toaster and the dryer, yes, you too can be a member supporter. Simply go to our website, if you can, at ktng860am.org, and lo and behold, they say, okay, I'll show you guys this on YouTube. There you go. And you can see that on Saturdays we have Kung Fu Saturdays. DJ Sucker Punch is in the house. He tells you all the save your nuts. Okay, save your nuts. And of course, the cute little picture of me and Marla Gibbs. Right up underneath it. Okay, so follow us throughout 2018. Add your voice to what we do here. Subscribe, like, and follow. And, you know, we will give you much love because we are a nonprofit. So therefore, we depend upon donations. So if you got donations, we can accept them in Bitcoin as well. So head to the website, give you a Bitcoin, please. Okay. All right. So if anything, it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool that now that, you know, to finish the story here, you know, these guys are going to wind up going, these guys are, you know, are going to, okay. And because, you know, I'll just break this down real simple. Okay. I'll break this down real simple. It's like, you know, people like this are basically, you know, are going to be hung out to dry as martyrs. Okay. It's a climate that as climate change worsens, activists will believe people will stretch the boundaries of direct action, or as they would say, creative resistance. So you have to keep an open mind on applying the necessity defense to the sort of attacks perpetrated by, say, L and Earth First in the previous generations, if others tried it. Okay. As a matter of fact, I do know one person, okay, personally, who made a trip out to Arizona to do the exact same thing before climate change was like, you know, a fashionable statement to make. But there's going to be more sabotage in the climate movement, which is why it's so important. That we actually start making shifts in our society now. People are not going to give up. Whole generations are not going to die quietly. Okay? If people continue to dismiss the existential threat of our civilization, we will continue to see escalating chaos to our society. There's no doubt about that. Okay? There is none. There is none. The reasons why is because we are so fixated on our distractions. We're not seeing the agendas of population control. Okay, and everybody says, "Oh my goodness, what's population control?" I know what it is. It's the same thing that the Germans did to the Jews. Population control. It's the same thing that the Iraqis and Iraqis do almost year after year. It's the same thing that Palestinians in Jerusalem, in Israel, and the Israelites go through. It is the same, and it's all based behind ideology. Think of it, people. The ideal of like saying we need more oil has been put into action. Now, there are people who are doing what is known as quote unquote creative resistance. Now, that doesn't mean you got to go out there and sock a cop when they pull you over or anything like that. and then try to run away and they hem you up. Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool. So, you know, if anything, I applaud Mrs. Johnson's, her stick-to-itiveness. I applaud what she's doing. And in that case and so forth, when people of color, okay, black, brown, Asian, when you guys get involved, when you guys take your greedy little fingers off of your, off of how fat your belly is and how much you're getting out of the damn country, and learn to protect not only this country, but also the world around you, okay? You think this stuff is gonna be out here lasting forever? Of course not. Nature will change this up quick. It only takes about 500 years. Anyway, and CNN, okay, got some really cool things. Now this is strange, okay? This is strange. Utah man accused of threatening to kill Trump. I threaten to kill him every damn day. You don't see me sitting on the front page of no damn paper. Okay, Utah man faces criminal charges after allegedly threatening to kill POTUS Blotus. According to the indictment filed Wednesday, the grand jury in central Utah, of all places, this is where all of your secret information is filed to. So if you're doing like Ancestry.com or anything like that, you are simply giving the NSA and the FBI a look-see of if there's any criminal element partake in your family that may be genetically linked to, so that way they can look for your ass quicker. Okay, so the grand jury in central Utah returned an indictment showing multiple charges against Travis Luke Dominguez. Wow. Of threatening the president, the police, and later people in the Utah movie theater complex, a bank, and other businesses. Okay, so homeboy, you went just a little too far. You should have stuck with the threat. See, I'd love to kill that bastard, but see, that's just it. That's just it. I'm too poor. Okay. He goes, Dominguez 23 says, I'm a Navy SEAL. I woke up and decided going to kill the president today. Please forgive me, and I will die by suicide by cop. Wow. Again, mental illness, people. You send somebody out into a battlefield and so forth for so many years. Guess what's happened? They come back shell-shocked. You raise a child in a impoverished area where there's crime and there's violence, and you think it's the freaking norm, okay? Adapting to survival, no. That is adapting to hell, okay? So I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for people growing up in ghettos, having thug life tattooed all over them and all that crap. The reason why people succumb to this sort of things is because they think it matters to the culture. No, it does not. What matters to the culture is the heart and the dignity of people. Okay, that's what matters. So the indictment went on to quote Dominguez as saying, I'm going to kill the sexist, racist, homophobic cheeseburger today. Nothing you can do to save cheeseburger nor stop me, pigs. So obviously Dominguez okay, is a person of color. So there's no confirmation of Dominguez's claim that he is a motion filed Wednesday said Dominguez was confined in Utah State Prison and was due to appear in court on Thursday afternoon for further sentencing, that sort of thing. But it does make for the readiness and the steadiness of our government as far as it being a national police force. Thank you, Fraternal Order Police, for writing the doctrines for the Justice Department, okay? To give the cops and everybody else a break, okay? So after a threat on New Year's Eve, the statement said Dominguez was observed in the area of the theater. The police officers then executed a vehicle stop and he was taken into custody. The Secret Service did not respond to a request for comment. You know why? Because they already got the idiots. They got the idiot, I mean, if you're going to make statements like that on social media, of course the NSA is going to sit there. Let's give these guys a tip off. Bang. They got nothing better else to do. And so threatening, to kill the president is a felony offense. So you'll probably get a couple of years out of it. Alrighty. And let's see. One of our favorite topics, and I hope you're ready for this one, is how are those sanctions actually helping? So, I noticed that in many cases, sanctions that have been, levied against many other places and so forth. Needless to say, with Russia, it's basically a ruse, so that way people will feel comfortable knowing that there was some tampering, with the elections, and everybody's blowing smoke up their asses for it. Okay, and then there's like South America, which sits on probably the largest oil reserves in the world, and South America basically told America no. Okay. So, because America could not have its way, it goes right up and says, okay, well, since that, we're going to sanction you. We're going to economically sanction you. So therefore, your economy stays broke and defenseless, and therefore, we just move on in and buy it all out from underneath you. Just like, it's like, if you understand real estate, if you buy the taxes of the land underneath the house, don't you know you own it? Foundation and all. So this is nothing more than, of course, a friendly game of Stratego. I'm going to take this land, take that. It's almost like, planet-wide monopoly. So with Russia and Venezuela, Venezuela suffering through sanctions, they're going to sidestep them with virtual currencies. I've listened to some news about that yesterday, and it's true. Oh, yes, it's damn true. From the New York Times, people, not too long ago. Russian and Venezuelan officials are hoping virtual currencies can help their countries make an end run around American sanctions. Both governments with ambitions to create state-sponsored cryptocurrencies are looking to take advantage of the promise that Bitcoin introduced to the world financial systems, a new kind of money and financial infrastructure outside the control of any, and I mean any, central authority, particularly the United States of America. Wow. And you know something? And the people here in America who are doing this and so forth are helping in this particular revolution. Again, like I said yesterday, the quickest way to demoralize an enemy is to cut off his communication and supply lines. That's guerrilla warfare 101. All right? So if you are bringing in cryptocurrencies into, say, like, just to get around, say, like, sanctions. You know what happens? It devalues the monetary system all the way from the Bank of England to the Bank of China to also every United States bank that we got here. The Federal Reserve is going to croak. A lot of people are predicting it. Right? I mean, come on. I mean, what's next? Homeless people selling their blankets for like a $1.5 million just to like live forever? Oh, come on, please. What's so important? So it may sound outlandish. Even the financial Wild West of its online competitors, but they underscore how the rise of virtual currencies is pushing governments around the world to rethink the most basic elements of their own currencies and financial infrastructures. True, our infrastructure out here in the United States is long overdue as far as being repaired. But our financial institutions don't care. No, they're not regulated by the government. They're insured. Yeah, sure, money, cash money. Okay, but when you put it in money, guess what? It becomes a digital form any damn way, doesn't it? Oh, you can get cash per value. But with cryptocurrencies and so forth, because there's nobody in charge of anything, and it's people being their own banks, guess what? Guess what? Even the presidential coin, with cheeseburger's name on the cheeseburger's name in the middle and cheeseburger's name on the bottom, and it's a big thick slab of gold. Okay, even that will wind up being, cryptocurrency. So if you wind up getting a real one, that's whatever. But in the military, higher ups and so forth, they slap these coins. Kind of skull and crossbone-ish. You know what I mean? So what seems like a fringe concept gained some level of acceptance in global finance. Several of the largest central banks in the world, including the Bank of England and the People's Bank of China, have said they are looking at using the technology to introduced by Bitcoin to track and issue their own digital currencies. Now, keep in mind, people, a lot of this stuff as far as cryptocurrency and everything is based on prediction, scalability. I'm not like somebody who dabbles in stocks or anything like that. I have an understanding. Okay. And if you have an understanding of how that works, then you can actually get into this, something like this, because it's new. We all want to be a part of something new. We all want to be something part of that in ourselves. And right now, there's a lot of shaking going on in the banking industries out here right about now. Because once this rolls over, people, ordinary people, poor people start to invest as much as $10 in a cryptocurrency stock and they become millionaires overnight. That would upset the balance of power in this country. It would. But then again, there are some people who don't even know what to do with $100. Some people don't know what to do with $5, because it's their pension to spend everything, every monetary, and spend as much money as possible. For what? Okay, for what? Okay, you can have all the money in the world and spend it all and so forth and still be broke. You'd be broke here, you'd be broke here, and your soul would be straight up broken, and you're gonna be mad because it went your way. And nobody likes you. They all put up with your ass, but nobody's gonna like you. In Venezuela, the ideal has come from the top. President Nicolas Maduro laid out a plan last month to create a homegrown digital currency known as the Petro, okay, which could be similar to the Bitcoin, but backed by the government's oil and natural resources. Cha-ching! In Russia, officials under the President Vladimir V. Putin, the crapper, have floated the idea of a Bitcoin-like crypto ruble. Crypto ruble. Sounds like a planet. I'm going to crypto ruble. Okay. When it comes to the state-sensitive types of activities, this instrument suits us very well. One of Mr. Putin's aides, Sergei Glaziev, said last month in a conversation about the crypto ruble, according to several Russian news outlets. Now, if anybody doesn't realize, if you know anything about Ethereum, it is a Russian, it is a Russian-based blockchain. It's a Russian-based blockchain that is going to basically make a lot of freaking money once they put out their own rubles. Think about it. When Venezuela puts out their own currency, then what? Then what? The IMF is going to be the first to feel it, because now they're not getting back their loans. Okay? You don't have to worry about getting back their loans. As a matter of fact, they may get their loans back and never have to deal with the IMF ever again. The support of the people who can afford to do this are going to show all the rest of the people how to do it. And then you'll have a whole country full of millionaires, all the way from the Peruvian Indians to the farmer. I think that's what the world economy is based on. It's like keeping money out of the hands of people who are capable of managing a freaking checkbook. I can name a few. Anyway, all Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a ledger known as a blockchain, which is maintained by many independent computers. The system was designed that way explicitly to avoid central banks and large financial institutions, just as email allowed messages to move around without going through a central postal service. The computer network maintaining Bitcoin records allows money to be moved around without going through any central. I think this is a game changer. Okay, I personally think it's a game changer, which is why I invest so much time studying this stuff. And when I'm ready, I'll be ready. Okay, straight up. Okay, but some bankers have said issuing their own currencies on some sort of blockchain could make it easier for citizens to use their money without going through intermediaries like banks and credit card companies. Make the records more resistant to tampering and hacking. Okay. What these jackasses are trying to say altogether is that, oh, here's fear, here's fear, here's fear. If you don't, no risk, no reward. Okay? That's in business. That's in life. Okay? That's every single day. If you don't risk crossing the street, you're never going to make it across the street. If you have the slightest bit of doubt while you're crossing the street and you freeze up and get hit by a bus, that's your motherfucking problem. Straight up. Okay? So, since they've been floating these ideals around, okay, so, if people are worried, and they're going to come up with all kinds of stuff, like, oh my God, people are funding for the United States through cryptocurrency. And when that does happen, I'm going to be, I'm going to do the things that most presidents don't do. And I'm not going to allow cryptocurrency in the United States because it ruins my image as a billionaire in my small hands. Yes. Okay. So more praise is due as long as we get, if 90%, see, all it takes is 60% of the world to start using cryptocurrencies before it becomes unbelievable. Okay. China has the most millionaires, okay, because they're advancing themselves. We have a few. They're all in Congress, and these guys are so out of touch with reality, it's ridiculous. I mean, seriously ridiculous. They're so so out of touch. There's a bunch of old bastards sitting there talking about, what do we do to give ourselves a pay raise for the next 4 years? Oh, let's see. We could take some stuff out of here, take some stuff out of there, shift stuff around, move it around. I mean, this is worse than the mafia having 6 set of books, okay? How come there's never been an internal revenue audit of the entire congressional body, okay? Of how much spending. We spend more than we have. But you know something? We're grateful for that because we love being poor. And finally, today in history, let's see what's going on here. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. So if anything, there's got to be some pretty good joints up here. Let's go all the way back here so we can get to you guys real quick. Alrighty. 1847, Samuel Colt sells his first revolver to the United States government. And there's where you have your middleman, okay? The NRA, they even have like a military gun channel on YouTube and so forth. I peeped it out and everything. It's pretty NRA-ish, okay? Okay, so yeah, he's got the original Colt 45. This looks like something that my 5th grade English teacher had, one of these original Colt revolvers. And it was silver plated too. It was silver, man. I'm like, yo, they're probably worth like a lot of money right about now because they're Civil War issue. Let's see, Utah enters the Union in 1896 and becomes the only state that is allowed, that breaks a lot of privacy laws when it comes to not only, your central privacy online, but also the NSA, the CIA, the Alphabet Gang are pretty much heavily in stock of like your central information. So don't blame the NSA, blame the people around the NSA. Okay. And let's see what we got here. 1974, Nixon refuses to hand over tapes. Now, if you guys are going to go out and see the post, that movie, and so it's a good history lesson on how, how a president can be caught out there being a complete idiot. Right now, we're just waiting on a psychiatric eval. So Richard Nixon refuses to hand over the tape recordings and documents that have been subpoenaed by the Senate Watergate Committee. And let's see, also 1995, the 104th Congress under Republican control, and the 7th Greek government signs an agreement to buy missiles from Russia. Why? I told you the AK-47 is the most popular gun around the world. Okay? Yeah. S-300 surface-to-air missile, SAMs. You bought SAMs, dude. Nice. 1999, the Euro debuts. Okay. See, now wait a minute. If the Euro debuts in 1999, and for the first time since Charlemagne's reign in the 9th century, Europe is united with a common currency called a euro. Okay. Now think of it, people. Think of it. Okay. Think of it. Here we are. 2018. If the world decided to get their asses on board and start doing cryptocurrency, all we need is 55%. Okay, and I tell you, man, it's going to come up in the UN and it's going to be done. It's going to be done. 2007, Nancy Pelosi becomes the first woman speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. And in 2010, the opening of the Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa opens to the world's tallest tower, standing at 2,625 feet in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates. And they have Bitcoin too. Ooh, boy. An endless amount of resources. And yet our imaginations can only compensate what's in front of us. Because we refuse to expand our minds, we refuse to expand our level of humanity and show it. I am not going to be proselytized into joining some church and then becoming a cult figure like David Koresh. No, happen. But I am going to take this moment here to let you know that yes, there are, even in the most quietest places, there is subterfuge going on. Compton, you're known for subterfuge, okay? With El Chato Boro and his fat, stupid ass, okay? That's right, Frank Assovito, okay? I can say whatever I want. Gloria, good morning. I forgot, I will talk to you later today. That's right, I am no longer in the Latino Chamber of Commerce, or in California for that matter. But I'm a member for life, okay? Because I help these guys more than enough. Anyway, we got to get our butt on the road here, and more importantly, we got to sit up and say good morning to a whole bunch of people who basically are, probably my best friends, as I would call it. And we also got to say good morning to everybody and whatnot to make sure this is happening. And then we're going to start our morning set list here with Rita Marley, YG. Let's see. And, oh boy, this is going to be a crazy day. Well, YG, then we're going to do it all hip hop stuff with Loop Troop Rockers from out of Sweden. And we're going to get some more music in here at some point during the day. But I'm looking forward to my first Tai Chi class out here. And so this will be interesting. So I think that's tomorrow. I have that on schedule. And let's see, who do we say we are? We're KTNG 860am.org. Okay. And most importantly, you've heard enough news and opinion for the day. Once you go out there and have some fun and do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, and most importantly, making sure that you're not doing the exact same thing the stupid asshole that you live next to is doing. Okay? I do not care. I do not care. Look at that gun. Old man gun. Okay? TFOG. Okay, y'all know me. TFOG. All right, so we're down to the last 3 minutes here, and I do appreciate everybody coming through. And I want to say good morning to all of our good friends and folks and supporters. Starting with Walter Jenkins. Good morning, Sir Walt. Morning, Mel. Morning, Carolyn. Wherever you are. Good morning to Dulce Melody. Good morning. Orisha and Goddess Orisha. Okay. Jaquana. Lord Mir. Good morning. Let's see. Okay. Why you keep putting your personal business on here? All right. Let's see. Melissa Chris. Good morning. Frank Martinez, the angriest Mexican in Texas. Soul Sonic Biggs, Clarence Lumford, Anthony Mason, Rodney Allen Rippey, Malik Smith, all the way out there in Belgium. Good morning. Jamie Manton. Yes. We got Cartface and Double D all loaded up here, so we're good. Rastita de Bob. Let's see. Zulu Queen Veronic. And Darren Gregory Malloy. Squeaks. What's up, Squeaky? What's up, Squeaks? And my wonderful nephew, Darren. And his acting family. I guess they're going to be a family of actors and so forth. So please do not be like the Baldwins, and for God's sake, do not be like the O'Neills. Okay? Believe me. Griff O'Neill was a spinster and a half. He played keyboard, but he was just a old drug addict. All right, let's see. RSD Mo, good morning. Tigers, good morning. Shakim Zulu King, good morning. Scholar Rock Jr., good morning. Johnny Rosado, good morning. Dave Palmer, good morning. What's up, Dave? Downtown Dave. That's you. Okay. Angel Infinite Galaraza. Something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered your name at this particular point. Mateo, Killa, Batoya, good morning. Hyde, the rapper, Ricky Wood, good morning. Dave Salerno, good morning. Anthony Mason, good morning. Soul Sonic Biggs, good morning. And the rest of the Triangle crew. Universal Zoom Nation, good morning. Send me your tracks. That's right. And at ktng860am.org. You can see our mailbox there, or by ktng860am at gmail.com. So I cover both ends of that. Let's see. Tom Bacon, good morning. Okay, Heidi Gardner, good morning. Let's see. ESQ, Eknatan, Shabaka, Kibala, good morning. Don't worry, homeboy, Ja got your back. Okay. Let's see. Dante Pettis, Tara Love, good morning. Let's see. I already said my madam Coco, good morning. So I guess that's all the morning I can give. Nina, good morning. So I didn't leave you out. And I guess that's pretty much it for this session of the KTG Morning Show. Make sure you guys like us, support us, donate, do what you can, and so forth. Become global phenomenon, which is the KTG Morning Show. Join in the conversation, like, subscribe on YouTube. I'm here on Facebook, but most importantly, I want to get up out of here because we got like a little